Well, hello there friends. I'm back with another fashion styling video, and today I am sharing with you a mix of greens and blues. So we're keeping it cool right about now. And I am going to be building a look from the ground up so you can see whether you want to keep it simple or not. And we are going with some neutral, more neutral colors is what I meant to say. Where we're working with the color olive along with a dusky blue. Yeah, and they work really well together because I'm starting off with a dusky blue ribbed tank for warmth because we're still in that time of year where we're starting off in the 50s, little chilly, and getting up into the 70s. That's where we are right now in Texas where I live. And we had a lot of stormy weather and that led to a cold front. So yeah, that kind of dropped temperatures a little bit. So we're, of course, wearing layers because that works for me. With the ribbed tank, I chose a dark olive jean, which is a very neutral color, which is lovely. And I'm wearing a pair of blue shoes with dark olive nylons. So there's a little bit of a contrast there, but they also blend really well together. And so I chose this button front oversized plaid shirt that has a mix of olive green, like a pale blue, like almost like a denim blue with white. And it's definitely oversized. The sleeves are very long on it. And of course I have shorter arms because I'm a petite person. But yes, it's an oversized shirt. It's very comfortable and casual. And that's kind of what I wanted to go with today instead of wearing something that's more form-fitting or more dressy. This is, to me, dressing down. Yeah, this is actually me dressing down. It's a Sunday that I'm recording this on, so naturally I want to be more relaxed and into the weekend vibe. So I thought this was a great choice for myself. Now, of course, there's always the issue of having the sleeve on the hand, which can sometimes get in the way, but we'll tolerate it for now. Yes. So this is what we're starting with. This is the basic look. And now I haven't decided whether I'm going to button the front, just a couple of buttons like this, so that we have it open on the bottom, but we also have it a little bit closed up here too, rather than acting as if it's a cardigan. Yes, I will be adding another layer on top of this, so that's why I decided to go with that. Now, I'm going to add something that I rarely wear. Of course, it's classic, something that probably everyone has in their wardrobe. It's a long-sleeved collared denim jacket. But it's not lightweight. It has a little bit of a density to it, a little bit of a heaviness to it. And because it's chillier out this morning, I thought it would be a good idea to have it, to wear it, and that it would work really well with what I've chosen with my layers here. I may take it off later when it gets a little bit warmer, or if I feel like it's too heavy for me. But I will show it to you now. Now, it's not as long as the plaid shirt is. Now I have the sleeve cuffed on it already because it would be too long in the hand if I didn't. And here we go. Okay, now we're going to deal with a collar because this denim jacket has a collar, like most denim jackets do. I am not going to attempt to put the collar on top of the collar, you know, in that kind of a way. I'm just going to keep it on the inside because that would, honestly, it would be a nuisance to me to try to keep the collar on top of the collar. I think it has a very like relaxed kind of feel to it. It's not stiff like some shirts might be. And so, you know, putting it on the outside is not really going to work. So we'll keep it on the inside. So we've got two collars that we're working with. So it does give it more structure. And I also have pockets on the upper part, and I also have pockets in the lower part. So we've got that going on. And then of course we have the buttons, so that adds some detailing to it as well. There we go. I think it looks good. I'm happy with the visual effect that it creates with the silhouette, even with the shirt being longer. I think that looks great. So that's another layer for sure. Okay, so now that we've got the jacket on top, I'm gonna put on some accessories. So let me grab a necklace. I decided to go with a turquoise choice because I wanted to bring out more of the blues rather than the greens in the shirt. But at the same time, turquoise is a mix of blue and green. So I thought that that would be a really smart way to go and really pretty at the same time. There we go. Isn't this really nice? I love this. I love this this set that I have. Got this at a local antique store where I live. Really, really pretty. It's a beaded, I'm not sure if that's an octagon, what shape that is, with some beading in between, which is really pretty. And it's got a little bit of gold enhanced, you know, almost like a gold foil on it, which really brings out the shine, really makes it more shiny and almost a little bit sparkly. I really like the way that looks. Okay, so I think that works really nicely. It kind of really enhances the color scheme of what we're already working with. And I also have a set of earrings that go with that. So we'll put those on as well. A single bead drop earring. And it also has the gold enhancement on it too, gold foiling. So that will add a little bit of sparkle. There you go. So that looks nice. It's not too overpowering. And it also, the thing that I'm noting with this jewelry set that I'm now wearing is that it kind of brings it up. It kind of dresses it up a little bit. Yes, rather than being super, super casual, it kind of adds a little bit of, I'm not going to say bling because it's not real like sparkly, but it's nice. It's just a really lovely enhancement for sure. Okay, now we're going to add some bracelets. And I've got a real nice mix that I chose for this. We've got a dark olive beaded bracelet. This one is more of a dark and light mixed together with a little dragonfly charm. Then we have a marbled blue beaded bracelet. Then we have a single blue. And then we have a little bit of turquoise with a little gold mixed in, which works really nicely with the jewelry set. So we're going to put those on. And there we go. Now, because I have a denim jacket on that has a really strong cuff on it, the bracelets may not be as visible as they would be if I had like a lighter, you know, like I would have to push the jacket sleeves up, but they don't stay up because they're too heavy, which is one of the reasons why I don't wear this jacket very often. But we're going to just try it out for today and see if I like it. I'm actually looking for a lighter weight denim wrap. And I've been shopping online. I haven't really found what I'm looking for just yet. So, yeah, sometimes that happens. I'm trusting that at some point and sometime I will run into what I'm looking for because I'm already thinking about it and I'm already looking. So anyway, so this is the look with the accessories. I think the choice I made works really, really well. I'm very happy with it visually. We have one more piece to add because I never keep it simple. I'm a maximalist, not a minimalist when it comes to the way I dress. Okay, now we have added a really pretty scarf. It doesn't have any, it's got a little bit of a fringe on it, just a little tiny bit of a fringe. So that adds just a little bit of texture to the look overall. Now the color scheme on this scarf is kind of like a mix of a bright green, a very light turquoise, a little bit of olive. So it's a really nice mix. And of course I have a tag here that I haven't cut off. And I'm guessing that I probably have that inside out. But we're not going to worry about that right now. I'm just going to wear it as is. don't want to have to redo it. But yeah, that tag is really kind of in the way. So let me, oh, there we go. That's a little bit better. We'll just move it that way. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. Now this really brightens it up. I will say that. I do not have a solid olive scarf in my scarf collection. If I did, I probably would have chosen it for this look, but at the same time, this kind of really enhances the greens and the blues together. So I think it works really well. I'm happy with the way it looks. It kind of brightens it up a little bit. It's not so dark because that dark olive can be very dark. And I prefer to lighten things up a lot of times. And of course, because I'm wearing the dark olive bottoms, it's nice to brighten it up on top. Yes. So that kind of gives it a little more balance so it's not too dark. So that is my look for today as we keep it cool, keep it casual in greens and blues. I'm having lots of fun with this ensemble, and you're welcome to leave a comment and let me know what you like about this look. I'd love to hear from you. Your feedback is always essential to me, and it means a lot to me that you watch my videos and that you are enjoying the content that I provide to give you some creative impetus for your own wardrobe choices. Yes, I always recommend that you experiment, that you put looks together that you've never tried before. Create some contrast, create some texture with accessories and with different, types of silhouettes, and, just mix it up and see what works for you. You might find that you put a look together that you've never tried before and it really works. And you're like, wow, that's a big surprise. Yes, exactly. It's always fun to experiment, to just try some new things, try some new combination of colors. Kind of, let's see, what's the word I would look for? This is my encouragement to you. Check out a color wheel. Just the basic color wheel, and see what colors complement each other, or what colors are analogous with each other. I hope I pronounced that word right. I think it's analogous. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember if that's the exact word, but that's okay. Those are colors that are close to each other on the color wheel is what I mean by that. And, and then there's also the option of color blocking, using solids with each other. And you can either be, it could be more blended look, or it can create a lot of contrast if they're opposite each other on the color wheel. So it's really good to just kind of, get yourself informed on what colors go well together and what creates more contrast. Because if you do that, then you know what you can do in your wardrobe based on your own color palette. Now, if you don't know what your own color palette is, then you need to get on your magnifying glass and take a look at what you have in your wardrobe and see what colors are dominant in your wardrobe, but which ones you really like wearing. That's the key, because you may have colors in your wardrobe that you don't really like very much. Yeah, so it might be worth a little investigation. Yes, and it's okay to do that, because that's how you learn about what works for you and what your color palette is, what you like to wear, what silhouettes are comfortable for you. Because if you don't know that, it's worth figuring that out. Yes, a little bit of look-see and say, have I worn that in a while? Why don't I wear that? Because sometimes something will be in your wardrobe and it's either not in your color palette, or it's not a silhouette that you especially like. Sometimes that's what it takes to actually ask yourself the question, why don't I like this? Yes. And if you don't like something, then just put it in a different place. It doesn't deserve the primary space in your wardrobe. Exactly. So I don't have the denim jacket in a primary spot in my wardrobe. It's all the way in the back part before the main part of my wardrobe starts, because I know that this is not my favorite silhouette. I like things that flow and move more so than this kind. This is more like a static kind of silhouette, which is not my favorite. But right now I like it. It's working for me. Don't know if I'll take it off later. You just never know. So anyway, now that I gave you that wardrobe pep talk, no, I'm just here to cheer you on, to encourage you to find what works for you so that it's easier for you to put looks together rather than feeling a little lost or bored. A lot of times we walk in there and we're like, I don't know what I want to wear today. Nothing is calling out to me. Yes, exactly. I've been there, believe me, I know. And sometimes I will put a look together on my garment rack and it just doesn't work. And I put everything back and start afresh. I've actually been doing that lately. And I'm like, what is going on here? Yes, exactly. More investigating necessary for me to be happy with what I'm choosing in my wardrobe. What works, what doesn't. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you would like to see more of these kind of videos, you're welcome to check out my Fashion Styling with Dawn playlist on my YouTube channel. And that also includes some of the lives that I've done on YouTube where we are having a blast putting a look together live and answering questions. If you have any questions about fashion styling, you can drop them below on this video. So you're welcome to subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more videos like this. And you can also visit my website at donnaherring.net. And also, you're welcome to check out my new blog, which is called A Time to Play, where I have my lookbooks from previous weeks, where I'm choosing a winning look and a runner-up from the week. And I give you full detail on the things that I have chosen to do with these looks and what works for me with each look, so that you can kind of get an idea of how I style my looks. And maybe that will give you some ideas for your next look too. So you're welcome to check out that new blog. And I want to wish you a fabulous day and that you will have fun with your fashion.